Sox lose to the Giants, which I don't know how many teams could beat the Giants in the World Series. So I'm okay with the Tigers losing in the World Series.
I'm okay with Buster Posey crushing the ball too, and Pablo
That's an
Sandoval
interesting
hitting.
question.
And
Here's an
Pablo
interesting
Sandoval, third
for-
Giants player. Pablo Sandoval, third Giants player with multi-homer games in World Series.
I'm gonna ask a little something here. It doesn't matter the sport, although we all remember in 2006 with our Bears losing in the Super Bowl.
God, why'd you
Is it worse to have your team? And I think this is probably a pretty obvious answer. Is it worse to have your team go to the final game of the year and lose, or is it just? Are you just glad that they got there?
I'm glad that they got there.
Yeah.
I'd rather not see.
You know
them-
what's almost, you know
I mean,
what's
it's
worse?
heartbreaking to have them get far and lose, but I'm glad my team got there.
But it's
and don't bother.
No, come on.
Won't even
no,
bother.
but you know what's worse than watching your team go to the final game of the year and lose is watching one of your team's biggest rivals go in and just
Dominate.
just dominate. But
They
but
should.
they
I still say that the Packers should have lost to the Pittsburgh
But
Steelers.
I'm even talking right here. I mean, I know it's not their biggest rival for the White Sox, but someone in their own division in Detroit that, you know, is sitting here right now getting their ass handed to them. But
Don't have with.
see, but that's the point. Now if they were to lose the whole, you know, the World Series, you'd be like, all right, cool. I'm glad they got there and lost.
Yeah,
But they still got there over the White Sox.
it's nice for them to lose. I like seeing my rivals lose. Which a rival that we saw lose just a couple days ago was the Lions to our Bears. That was nice. Monday Night Football. Great Monday Night Football game. It's good to see the Bears do well in Monday Night Football because Jay Cutler likes to disappear in the primetime games, unfortunately.
Well, did you?
Yeah.
I actually saw the stat. I told Brad yesterday. I saw the stat on Twitter. Jay Cutler has the highest percentage in the fourth quarter out of any quarterback.
Well, I mean, before we get into the NFL here, there's other huge news in the MLB that, I mean, I know Aaron is
Oh,
not,
yeah.
he's getting into it. He's
I know what
getting
it
into
is. I know what you're going for.
What?
The firing of Ozzy.
It's my boy. Firing of Ozzie Guillen from the Marlins.
That was an interesting experiment that did
Oh,
not.
and then we just got
do
in.
you think Ozzie ruined himself, or do you think
Oh, he's fucked.
he was handed
He was
so
yes,
much
he was.
talent with Miami, and he couldn't turn it around because I think he became a media darling. He was too interested in what everybody, the media thought about him. He played into it way too much. What do you think?
I actually think that Ozzie Guillen's a bit of a scapegoat. I don't think it's all on him. He didn't do a great job, but
No,
his
but
players
he-
didn't show up.
He also
No
didn't
players
better
showed-
himself during the year with all the other comments that he made.
No,
I mean,
he didn't. But that's Ozzie Guillen. That's who he
You
is.
know what you're getting with Ozzie Guillen, but I just did not see him being the fiery manager he was in his tenure with Chicago, down in Miami. He retired. It was like he retired and just put on
Yeah.
a Marlins jersey and was like, put his feet up and
Just
I
kick
have
back and
Hanley
let
Ramirez, I have
Yeah.
this, and then they ended up getting rid of him. But not the point. You know, he blew it. He blew it big time.
Now my question is, because I was hearing this, I think on SportsCenter, do you think he's basically out of a job now until next year, until halfway through the year when there's other people fired?
It depends.
I think someone
I
pick
don't
up.
you would bring. This isn't. You know, you're not going to bring in a new manager usually in halfway through the year. You usually have an interim manager come on, and then
But he could, he could be on a staff somewhere.
be
and
on
he
the
could-
staff. Do you see him being on the staff next year after this season and after his stupid comments? No.
I think someone will pick him up.
Anybody wants him on staff.
I don't know. I mean, he's a very successful GM. He's got a World Series under his belt. I think there'll be some. What?
You said GM.
Oh, GM coach. There's someone's gonna pick him up. They got to. I mean, get him out of the place where he's going to make horrible comments. You know, in Miami. I mean, I really think, yeah, he is to blame for some of the failure there, but not much you can do if your players aren't going to show up. If your players don't show up to play, it was kind of a scapegoat. He made that mistake with the comment that all the Cuban fans in Miami hated, and they just saw a good way to get rid of him. Everybody hated him for that, so.
Yeah, I mean, he really did blow it. And I'm just, I mean, man, getting back into the World Series, I just cannot believe that Pablo Sandoval hit 2 home runs off Justin Verlander.
So
Unbelievable.
I actually kind of want to say something about that because it was funny when I saw the Sports Center update on Twitter where they were saying the Kung Fu Panda. I would like to have a shout out here for Sam our intern's cousin, who had to tweet at Mark saying that what the hell did Kung Fu Panda liking Kung Fu Panda had to do anything with our show. Apparently, Sam didn't know about Kung Fu Panda playing tonight. So, yes, Sam, it has everything to do with it. And I understand you still love Mark. So, we'll let that go. I have questions about you.
Kung Fu Panda has everything to do with everything.
It does. If you love Kung Fu Panda, then
There's
you
no
love the
reason
show.
why you shouldn't love this show, too.
While I'm on here, Bobby, retweet me on what I've already announced.
Oh,
if
yes.
you guys, like I said, if you want to write for UTNsports.com, retweet my Twitter post, and we'll send you we'll start sending you
Getting
emails
retweet.
about starting to get you started up with writing for us, because we need some writers, and maybe that can develop into something. Maybe that can develop into something like you guys getting the show, and Bobby, stop yelling at me, man, because every time I get
I actually
one
do
of
have to
those
say
things-
something to Bobby currently when you're done with that, Brad.
Damn.
Your
Anyway,
statement.
if you
Let's
might
say
develop getting a show and
Or,
making this that
yeah.
big.
Ma-
you can get
not
one
only
of
that,
the-
making fun of Bobby.
show up on some of the other shows that we got going on. And I want to say too, we're not going to, we're willing to have some people come on, but our writing and our website isn't going to suck like Bleacher Report. We were talking earlier about how Bleacher Report just
all out there. Adrian
Not
all
only
out.
that, though,
such
you
an awful site.
if you do want to, in the future look towards having a show, it does not have to be sports based. Even though if you are listening to us and love sports, doesn't always have to be purely sports based. Talk to Bobby about it. Email Bobby. Email us. We can get in contact with them.
Preferably shows about sex and love
Yes.
life.
All right, we're not creating another love line, okay?
No, we just need the BJ experience. Apparently,
The naked chicks football thing. Yeah,
Wait,
that's great, Bobby.
Yeah.
Football?
Yes, I don't know. If
See,
you're-
I want to make a comment real quick to Bobby about how he said something about fuck the Bears. Well, guess what, Bobby? Your team almost lost to the Oakland Raiders. So
Oh, well,
go
they
fuck
did.
yourself.
Horseshoe
They
and hand-
almost lost.
almost doesn't count. Horseshoes and hand raising.
I know, but you know what? That's okay. Well, they can't win all their games, so their little 6-0 record's cute and all, but
Hey,
ain't
man,
nothing.
they're the best team in the NFC. As far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, well, you can go, and they're 6-0.
No, I know.
Best
But,
team.
I don't know.
but who have they really beat?
I don't believe it. I mean, right now they probably are the best team in the NFC. I
Yes.
just don't.
I don't just. I mean, if you were to talk to anyone else, everyone's going to sit there and say the Packers, but they can go
No, I
blow
would
themselves.
Packers.
No,
I would say the Packers.
currently, yes. Due to their standing, I would say they're the
I would
best.
still say in the NFC the best team is the 49ers.
No,
I would.
not when the Giants can beat them as handily as they do.
Pick it up.
That is a game. Yeah.
It was one game and it was a
Two
horrible loss.
2 games.
Yeah,
games.
that was last year. I'm not talking about last year. I'm over it. Um,
Okay, let's see. Atlanta beat KC, Denver, San Diego, Carolina, Washington, and Oakland.
I would
Yep.
say though the only team that beating that team impresses me, and that whole thing, maybe Carolina, but definitely Denver. Denver's the
No.
only one that really impresses me out of that.
There's
San Diego, Oakland, Kansas City, those teams are jokes.
there's a bunch of games on here. They only beat Denver by 6 points. They beat Carolina by 2. They beat Washington by 7, and they beat Oakland by 3. Then their other 2 were 40-24 and 27-3. So 2 games are big win games, and the rest are close.
As far as I'm
Within-
concerned, is I don't look at the scores. I look at who's winning.
No, I agree,
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
just
what I look at.
But I'm just saying, the only team that I see that to me is impressive that they beat would have been Denver. Their wins right now, I
Who
still.
else did you beat?
They had KC, Denver, Chargers, Carolina, Washington, and Oakland.
Okay, RG3s look pretty good this year. I mean, no, they're not.
But their
great team.
defense is
Yeah.
shit.
He looks all right.
So,
I mean, no, not all right. He looks really good.
Does.
RG3 right now.
so I mean, you know,
But you got to look. The rest of the year, they got Philly, Dallas, New Orleans, Arizona, Tampa,
the schedule
New
gets
Orleans-
harder, just like the
New
Bears'
Orleans,
schedule.
Carolina, Giants, Detroit, and then back at Tampa.
Yeah.
So,
Why do I hear stuff in the background?
yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing music.
What's going on here?
Out.
Whoa.
I like it. I like that. That was a nice little thing that happened there. Well, we're talking NFL.
Oh, is Kyle making a debut on the show or something, or is re-debut trying to argue
be
with me
cool?
about
Kyle's
if the
trying to
Cubs
come-
are better than the White Sox or whatever the hell
I
he was
hope
saying?
not, 'cause he'll lose. Cubs.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, I would just say
I mean, Atlanta has had the easiest schedule in the league.
they have.
But at the same time, they're still undefeated, and you can't argue with them. And the way Matty Ice has looked, I can't.
Well,
They're
I can't.
They always do well in the beginning and then lose it.
No,
Can't declare them like a favorite to go to the Super Bowl
Oh, I don't think
until the
favorite
in the playoffs game.
to get to the conference championship because they can never hold on. They always choke. They always lose it.
The thing I have to say though is, at home, the best quarterback at home, I will have to admit, is Matty Ice. I mean that record he holds is just ridiculous. It's like, what is it now, 20 something and like
That's way over
4?
20, isn't it?
It might be over 30 now. It's like 30 and like 4.
You know, Joe Flacco's got just as good a record as he does.
Yeah, but Joe Flacco sucks.
Okay,
I would-
I
no, I
disagree with
would-
that statement completely, but all right.
I would no. I'm just saying in general, I would rather have Matt Ryan over Flacco.
Well, me too. But how everybody looks at Joe Flacco? No, he's not an elite, but he knows how he can win a game.
No, he does know how to win a game, but I would still have Ryan over him any
Oh,
day.
yeah, me too. I'd have Ryan over Cutler,
Yeah,
and I love
well,
Jay. I love
of course.
Jay, but I would.
Well, yeah, but there's several quarterbacks. There's about 8 that I would take over Jay in general. So
Got about 8. I wouldn't say 8.
yeah,
Say maybe 5 or 6.
no, I'd say 8.
Who's 8?
Let's see: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Oh, I wouldn't take those guys.
Age is too much of a big deal right now.
They're not mobile. We have a line. We need
Well,
to be
no,
somewhat mobile.
That also.
Okay, well now okay, we're being realistic and putting them into the team currently. Okay, then I'd have
Yes.
to sit down and look at. I know. I thought you were just talking like
That is give me
grabbing.
He's the only one that can handle it. He's
I
the
don't
only
even
one
think
that can get the fuck out of there.
I thought you just meant like taking a quarterback and starting a team with them.
No.
Okay, then my bad. Then I would have to actually look at that and.
That's an interesting question. Taking the elite quarterbacks out. If you had to pick one NFL quarterback right now, he doesn't have to be a starter, so that way I know Aaron wants to pick Tim Tebow. He
Damn
doesn't
it.
have to be a starter.
Can we trade for him?
You're taking a team right now. Pick your quarterback. Can't be an elite quarterback.
Well, who's your elite? Are you talking the top 3? Are you talking Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees?
No Tom Brady. No, neither Manning brother.
Okay.
No Aaron Rodgers. No Drew Brees. I think I might have said Drew Brees already. And there's somebody I feel like I'm missing.
Tom, Peyton, Eli,
Drew
Brees.
No, that covers it. Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Because I'll let you take Stafford. Go ahead.
Want
People want
Stafford.
to become an elite quarterback. I'll let you take him.
I don't
Yes.
want him. So pick one. Good question.
It's a tough. It is a toughie.
It is a tough one. I would have to give me a second to think about it.
You have an idea?
On what?
The question is, you can't take Peyton or Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, or Drew Brees. You're starting a franchise around a quarterback. Which quarterback do you take?
Quarterback do I? Okay. I would take Blaine Gabbert.
That's a ballsy move.
I would actually no. I would. In all honesty, I'd probably take Matty Ice. I love Jay. Jay's my favorite quarterback in the league. But I even with, ouch. Oh man, I'm gonna kick Bobby right in the fucking balls. He keeps interrupting me tonight, and he's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Anyway, no, I'd probably take Matty Ice just because he's still young, and the dude's unstoppable. I mean, not unstoppable. He could obviously be stopped, but he's had good weapons his whole career too. So it's really hard to say. I mean, I'd probably take him though, just because he is a bit mobile. He has a very high NFL IQ. So and the real cool thing about watching Matt Ryan play is his breakdown of defenses, which is very underrated. Where he knows where and not to throw the ball. He knows when to change up a play. So I mean, I would probably take Matt Ryan just because he has a very high NFL IQ and he has so much potential and a lot of talent already. So I'd probably take Matt Ryan.
The players, I think I have to go. The only reason why I would go Ryan as well, but the only other person I think I can really actually consider is actually Andrew Luck.
I would have taken Andrew Luck.
The only reason I would take Andrew Luck over Ryan is if I'm starting a team, I would take Luck because of how young he is, and he is very mobile, and he has probably just, if not higher, of an IQ of football
The reason I
Then-
can't pick him
inexperienced